And here we go. Good evening, everybody. Good evening, good evening, good evening from Sweden. This is Vladica Djordjevic, and you are all joyfully invited to Lies and Lines, which seems to be a very interesting topic because my email is going crazy with all the registrations that are coming in, and also with every confusion that is going on right now. So I wonder how much of that is actually your universe, and it doesn't allow us to have an ease. So let's start by destroying and uncreating that energy and everything that doesn't allow us to have ease with this call called Lies and Lines. The purpose for this call is from the beginning a taster for you so that you can get a sense and an energy about my facilitation and what is possible when we are going online with the foundation class that is coming up next week, 6, 7, 8, 9 of June. And it will be translated in Japanese, in Turkish, in Italian, in Serbian, Croatian, German, and Russian. So this is an invitation for the foundation class. And tonight, I'm very pleased to acknowledge the Italians because the most registrations are coming from Italy. And I wonder what contribution is actually this to you. So let's start the conversation. So what is happening? I just want to check once more that I have muted you all. And if you want to open up a line and ask me questions, you can do that, or you can just write something in the chat. So what is happening to you and to your body when you hear the word lies, lies and lines? Do you get contracted? Do you get expanded? Do you get upset? Do you want to know the truth? And how do you know actually what is the truth? Well, in the foundation class, we actually teach this tool. This is why I'm inviting you to a foundation class. And truth will always make you feel lighter. So if something makes us feel heavy, it's a lie. And this, I'm telling you this tool now in the beginning, because this applies to everything. This applies to books that you read, to conversations that you are having with friends, anything that you hear, anything that you read, anything that they tell you on the news, anything, even in the Access Consciousness classes and in your personal development. What makes you feel lighter, that is your truth. What makes you feel heavy, that is a lie. And it is very, very important that you are aware about this, because right now we are in a situation in the world where we get so much information from everywhere. My intention with this call is not to be political in any way here. What I'm asking you to is to use the tools that I'm gifting you here so that you actually access your knowing and know what is it that is true for me in this world situation with the COVID-19, for example. What do I know about this? This is the question that you should ask yourself every day about everything. What do I know about this? What do I pretend that I don't know? Do I buy all the information that I hear from everybody? And what does that create in my life and in my universe? So when you start to ask questions like this, things will open up and you will get a totally different perspective about you, about your body, about your money situation, and about everything. Because what do you know about your body? What do you know about politics? What do you know about consciousness? And if you allow yourself to be consciousness, everything will be possible for you to change. because we are aligning and agreeing and resisting and reacting to things. And is that truth, or is that a story that we are buying so that we create a pattern in our system and in our life, and we experience that, and every time we do that we actually resist consciousness. So for example, if you are stuck in something, there must be a lie attached to that. And this is also a question that comes from the class foundation. So I would like to share that with you. So if your attention gets stuck on something, you have to be willing to ask the question, what part of this is true? And then you stop for a moment. And then you ask again and you say, okay, so what part of this is a lie, spoken or unspoken? And the moment you come to the spoken or unspoken lie, it becomes a truth, and the whole thing will erase and your attention will come off it. So this is the beauty of it, because once you spot the lie, your attention comes off and you are free. So where do you buy the lies? Where? Do you have lies that you buy about money, about your body, about relationship, about love? How many lies do we buy about love? What love is supposed to be like, look like, deliver to us, all the expectations, all the judgments, all the conclusions that we have about love. What about freedom? How many lies are we buying about freedom? I'm not free because I don't have enough money. I'm not free because of that. I'm not free because of that. Lies, lies, lies. So my question to you tonight would be, how much unconsciousness do you have embodied to buy all those lies? How much unconsciousness do you have around money, around relationship, and around your body? And everything that is, would you be willing to destroy and uncreate that energy? And now I'm going to use the Access Consciousness clearing statement that is going to the energy so that we can clear it, so that we can change it, so that you can access the clarity. And when you have the clarity, this is where the change comes, because when you get an awareness about what is going on, this is where you can take the step to change it. So all the unconsciousness that you have about money, about relationship, about your body, would you be willing to let it go? Would you be willing to change it? Would you be willing to destroy and uncreate it all? Right or wrong, good, bad, pot, pock, all nine, shorts, boys, and beyonds. So what else is it about lies that we recognize, but we don't know what to do about it? There is an energy and we don't know what it means. So how many of you have anger locked in your body? When somebody lies to you, you will probably get very angry. So whenever you get angry, it is not true, and somebody gives you a line that is a lie, and you can actually hear that difference in the head and what's coming out from their mouth. So the lies and lines, they actually go together, and people use that to manipulate you. And the most important thing here is to understand that if you are not willing to receive that manipulation because you have decided that manipulation is wrong, what will happen is that you will resist and react to it, which will make you blind to it. It is not money, and I'm not talking about right or wrong here, or that
på det sen. Men jag...
Sorry? Did anyone say something? Okay, I'm muting. Andrea, did you have any questions?
Det jag undrar var om du spelar in det och lägger ut det.
Yeah, yes I do.
Thank you. Thank you.
You're welcome. Yeah, by the way, we are having the foundation class translated in Swedish too. And Andrea will be the one translating it. So how does it get any better than that? Okay, yes, thank you. So where was I? I was talking about manipulation, and manipulation is also a tool that we talk about in foundation. So people will, if you resist manipulation and you get angry about it, nothing will actually be able to come into your awareness. And people will do manipulation to you when you resist it. If you are willing to be the energy and to receive the energy of manipulation, then you can actually have a lot of fun with it. So it doesn't put you in a position, if you're willing to receive the energy of manipulation, it will not put you in a position where you will get angry, upset, disappointed. It will put you in a position where you can be clear, present with it, and you will ask, okay, this is a manipulation. So what is this? What is the lie here, spoken or unspoken? And is this, how can I use this manipulation to my advantage? I'm not talking about manipulating people so that you get what you want, a specific result. I'm talking about the energy of manipulation where you can go beyond so that you can create something greater for you and for the other person. In a way, it's learning the tool so that you can empower and inspire people to create greater. So how many of you are resisting manipulation as you have the point of view that it is wrong and it is ugly? 1, 2, or all of you? So haven't you been manipulated? Haven't you been manipulated, maybe even very early in your childhood? How many of you heard your mom saying, if you love me, you are going to do this for me? If you want to be a good boy or a good girl, show your mother that you love her. How many times did you use manipulation to get what you want from your mother by turning your mother and your father against each other? I'm just taking here some examples so that you don't get into resistance and reaction when you hear the word. So what if we can become aware of something and say something that will create greater for both, so that we can empower people to choose more? Each one of us have so many capacities and gifts. And if you are willing to use a line that will create greater, you will actually plant a seed of consciousness. I know, for example, Gary has manipulated me many times to step into more greatness of me. And afterwards, I'm like, oh my God, yeah, he did it again. And so how much are you aware of that and you are not willing to choose it? You know, in Foundation, we talk about the 4 amazing questions. What is this? So if you get that energy of anger or the energy of sadness or the energy of something, stop. Stop and say to yourself, what is this? Is this true for me? Where is the lie here, hidden and unhidden? And many times judgments, for example, are the lies where people are using to control you. So what is your judgment about you? And what is your judgment, and how much do you value other people's judgment and you allow them to control you? So what have you made really so vital, valuable, and real about the wrongness of lies, lies, and manipulation that keeps you being a victim, that keeps you in the wrongness of you, that keeps you in the distractor implant of guilt, shame, regret, love, jealousy, that keeps you being used by others? Anyone here, are you maybe stuck in a relationship and you would like to let go of that relationship, but you can't? You hold yourself, you imprison yourself in that relationship by lies and lines. Anyone here tonight, are you not creating money because you have bought all the lies that we have about money? That money don't grow on trees, that you have to work hard for the money, that now during the COVID-19, it's not possible to work. We are under lockdown. We can't do anything. How many lies are you buying about money? How about your body? Are you not able to change your body? Do you tell yourself the story over and over and over again that you make more true than consciousness? Everything that is times a gazillion, will you please destroy and uncreate it all? A right or wrong, good, bad, pot, pock, online shorts, boys and beyonds. There is only one person in the world that knows the truth and what is true for you, and that is actually you. If you're trying to see the value all the time and validity of other people and their judgments of you, you will abuse yourself a lot. And many of us have been abused as a kid. And we bought the lie that they love us. We bought the lie that what being truthful means and what it means to tell the truth and nothing but the truth. And then we expected other people to tell us the truth. So what happened to us when we hear the lies and the lines and the manipulation is that we decided that that is actually a reality, when that is not a reality. This is a reality that we invent. For example, when I grew up, my family was always fighting with each other, and they said really bad stuff to each other. And I was sure when I grew up that that was the way a relationship should look like. So my marriage was exactly the same as my mother's and my father's. And I've been really working with this. I'm being vulnerable here and true. I have been working with this for years to find out what is true for me. I couldn't even hear because I was so imprisoned in this energy. So for example, have you seen the movie Runaway Bride with Julia Roberts? If you haven't, I actually recommend you to see that movie because I love that movie. I see myself a little bit like that. She doesn't even know, I saw myself, I mean, she doesn't know what is true for her. She doesn't know what kind of breakfast she likes. So just look at the movie a couple of times. Are you eating because you are enjoying that, because you like it? Or are you eating with your because somebody else has showed you that this is something good? Are you creating because you have this exuberance of joy, of energy, and you are following the dance of a universe and you know exactly what your vision is? Or are you copying and biomimetic in everyone else and their creation? So what definitions and judgments do you actually have about lies, about limes, about manipulations that keeps you from awareness of how you can use all of this to greater change for you? So the questions that I would like to give to you tonight is, ask please every day, at least 20, 30 times per day. Sorry, I'm on my yoga carpet and it's getting a little bit stiff. What would it take for my body to be ease and joy and glory here? Okay, so the questions that I would love you to play with as your homework, maybe until I see you in the foundation class next week. What invention am I using to create the abuse with the lies that I'm lying to me that I'm choosing? And then you can put that for your body, for money, or for relationship. For example, what invention am I using to be the victim in a relationship that I'm choosing? What invention am I using to invite and create the poverty that I'm choosing? And what you do after each question, you ask the question, you use the tool of the clearing statement from Access Consciousness, and you have to do it many, 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 many times so that you can stop the idea that what everyone else is telling you is true, and so that you can recognize what is true for you, so that your reality can start to show up. How much of your life have you spent doing things that other people want you to do? And you didn't even have the courage to say, thank you for the invitation, but no thanks. Thank you, that is so nice of you to invite me, but I would rather die than choosing that. How much have we all created a persona or something that someone else needs? Maybe our partner, maybe our mother, maybe our father, maybe our children. And we don't even know what our reality is. So when we finally get to own our reality, we actually don't care so much if they value us, if they love us, if they are grateful for us. No, you would rather be you than waiting for somebody to acknowledge you. So when you start to acknowledge you, and when you start to see things as they are, you don't think that manipulation is bad, or when other people are trying to manipulate you, you decide that that is wrong, terrible, awful. No, you are aware of it, and you are using it to create the greater, and you allow every judgment to come into your awareness. So everything that you have decided that manipulation is, and how wrong and bad and lies and limes, and everywhere you have decided that if you are just honest enough, everything will work out wonderful for you and for everybody else. Would you be willing to destroy and uncreate that for all eternity? Right and wrong, good, bad, pod, poc, all nine shorts, boys and beyonds. And wherever you swore to tell the truth and nothing but the truth, the whole truth and nothing but the truth, and all the oaths, vows, fealties, swearings, committees, and commitments that you have, will you please revoke, rescind, recant, reclaim, renounce, denounce, destroy, and uncreate them all, so that you can gain your power back? I talk a lot about power. I like to do that because I wrote a book that is called You Are the Power. And yes, you are actually the source of everything. You are the power of everything. And if you allow yourself to be honest with you and to receive you and allow your awareness and everything to live into your awareness, then you will not be the victim of the insanity that is going on in this reality anymore. So, guys, this was what I wanted to say today. I am just going to open up for 1 or 2 questions because I have another class in 30 minutes. I have my relationship class and it is the last evening. So how is that? Is this, does this give you some clarity about where you are keeping yourself stuck and what lie is you are holding on to that doesn't allow you to access the totality of you and step into your power and potency? How much do you say, I don't know? 1 time per day or 100 times per day or more? And what is it actually that you are not allowing yourself to know? I don't know is also a big lie. Monica Gambelli, I like your name.
Thank you. Actually, I don't know. I started saying a lot less.
Okay, that's great. Which means that you are receiving even more.
Exactly.
Yeah, that's great. Cool. Anyone else? Do you have any questions for me? Anything you would like me to clear for you? I'm so happy to see my old friends from Croatia here. Neda is here, and we have Marta and Mirjana, and it's so amazing to see all of you online and so many people from so many different countries. You know, I have been working more now, more than ever. I'm like, what? Okay, any other questions? No questions. Everyone has this right. Aishegul, do you have a question for me? No. No questions? Okay, then, if you don't have any more questions about this, this was a taster about what is possible when you use the questions and how you can use the questions. And this was an inspiration and an invitation for all of you to join us in the foundation class that will take place June 6th. And where you can step into, where you can actually access the energy and the clarity of creating, changing, inviting yourself to a totally new reality and have some more fun and be the exuberance of joyful living. Gary Douglas is having a class next week. No, on the 3rd. It is called Living in the Future. So I would like to say something about that too. So what is the future? How do we create the future? Do we create the future from the memories from the past and the past behavior? Or is the future every morning that you wake up, you have received a totally new day? And what if that is actually the future? And you can choose to create your future from the now. So how many of you are using lies to escape your own future? Everything that is, will you please destroy and uncreate it all? Right or wrong, good, bad, pot, pock, all nine shorts, boys and beyonds. And how many of you are actually avoiding the power and potency of true change so that you can always live less than the total sum of what is possible for you to have as life? And everything that is, and everywhere you are actually, what can I say here? Where you are taking other people's lies and fixed realities and you lock them into your body as that is yours. Will you please, all of you, destroy and uncreate all of that? Right and wrong, good, bad, pot, pock, all nine shorts, boys and beyonds. You don't have to worry if some of you here are healers, that if you let go of all the lies and fixed realities that you have that are not yours, that you, if you let them go, that they will go back to the other person that you have healed. No, it will not go back to them. But once you dissipate all of this that has implanted in you and your belief system and explanted, you can actually, it is when you let go of this, of all the implants and all the explants, it's where you will access the freedom of you. This is where the joy comes. This is where life is truly living. So, yeah, that was it.
Can I have a question, Vladi?
Yes. Yes.
What is an explant? An implant I get, but what is an explant? Is
something that has been, that is on your energetic body. It's outside of you.
Okay.
Yeah. Hello. We have a little boy with us. Yeah. Okay, anyone else? Did you like this? Was it fun?
Yes.
Yes, good. Okay. Okay, then I will end it here. If you don't have any more questions, I always open up for 2 or 3 questions. If you are asking for something to be cleared, or you would like to get an energy of change or something. Neda, what are you saying, darling?
Yes, I will ask you something.
That was something that came really from your solar plexus, and it said,
yes,
I want to start with something.
Yes, I'm not ready to accept the manipulation.
Yes.
Yes.
Then you are not.
Yes.
Then you are not willing to be aware of what is going on. So you are actually being manipulated if you are not ready to accept it.
Yes, and after that, it becomes a part of my brain.
Yes.
I'm a peace listener.
Okay. Just
okay.
I will unmute you. So it doesn't become part of your brain. You make
of my habit.
Yeah, you make it, you create it, because nothing can become something if you are not choosing it and making it significant and giving it a form and giving it a structure and giving it a meaning. So nothing can affect you if you don't make it important.
Yes, but if I'm not willing to accept, it becomes important.
Yes. So why are you
That's my question.
Yes. So why, my question to you would be, so why are you not willing to accept that someone is a manipulator?
Because I need some time to understand that he is manipulated me.
No.
No?
You can't, no, that's not the way. What you do here in a situation like this, if
Yes.
a person is manipulating you to get what they want,
Yes.
that's not the energy that I was talking about. Then you, when you become aware, this person is using me to get what she wants, what you do is you go to her energy, and you don't have to talk to her. You just go to the energy and you say, hey, bitch, I know that you are manipulating me, but you have to be willing to acknowledge that that person is manipulating you and allow the lies to show up. So then you can maybe give them some consciousness. You
Okay.
see, that was light, right?
Yes.
Yes. So you have to be willing, because if you're not willing to acknowledge somebody who is a cow, who is a bitch, who is a user, then they are going to use you. So if you acknowledge it, then you become aware, because no one can manipulate you if you are aware. No one.
Okay.
This is the key. No one can manipulate if you are aware and you allow everything to come into your awareness. You allow everything to receive and come to your awareness, then no one can manipulate you. You are aware.
Okay.
So I suggest that you actually that you listen to, this was a very good call for you. So you have to listen to this, and you have to, I'm asking you to use it as a homework and tell yourself, okay, whose lies, what lies, and how many lies am I using to create the reality of wrongness of me that I'm choosing? That is your clearing.
Yes.
And how many lies am I using to stop myself from creating beyond that I'm choosing? Because as I said, what if manipulation is neither good or bad? When you refuse to be that energy, all kind of people will end up lying and manipulating you. And you will not realize it until it is too late to change things. And you don't want to go there. You want every energy to be clear to you. So when you meet the person for the first time, you can get the information. Okay, this person functioned from this energy. All right, this will probably going to show up. Then you are prepared for it.
Yes.
Yes. Okay. Okay, Jasna, what's your question, darling? Are you not willing to be the killing energy? Then they will kill you. It's the same as Neda. So, both of you have been in classes with Gary and Dane many times. And it's not about being a murderer. It's not about being a manipulator. It's the willing. We have all been kings and queens and murderers and thieves, and we are aware now, hopefully. We've come to a place in our life where we know, no, that's not the way I want to play. And you can have that in your awareness. Yes, I'm willing to be the killing energy if it's required, but I don't have to go walk around and kill people. It's not what I'm talking about. But you have to be willing to be the killing energy, so that when you, because otherwise people will kill you. They can suck you dry. People
Yes,
can
that is
suck your
happening to
energy
me.
and kill you, right?
Yes,
Yeah.
that is happening to me. I'm so
I know.
aware, and I can perceive a lot of things from other people, and also their lies and stupidity. And they want to take advantage of me, but I'm aware of it. But why? Okay, why is not a good question. But Why am I allowing them to do this? Because I know that I have a lot of capacities about this killing energy. And why I'm not going to, okay, for the talk about why, not going to
there
this
is a
space.
why. There is a why in your universe. You have decided that killing is wrong. So everything that is, you have decided that killing is a crime. Everything that is, will you please destroy and uncreate it all? Right or wrong, goodbye for fuck all my short and beyond. Yes, you have many decisions, conclusions, judgments about what kill means.
Yes. Okay. Thank you.
Kill, bitch.
Yes, yes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
Do you know the best killing energy? Do you know the best killing energy?
Yes,
Happiness. Happiness.
Yes.
Happiness.
Cool.
Success. Go beyond it. Out-create it. That's the best killing energy you can use, and let them die of jealousy, of all the destructor implant. Why would you choose to be unhappy? You can, if people are doing that to you, oh, that's interesting. Okay, they value me so much, so they actually want to kill me. Okay, how does it get any better than that? And what would it take for me to outcreate each one of them with total ease? And when you decide that, what is happening is that you are willing, as Alexa wrote here, what doesn't kill you will make you stronger. Exactly. Because what is happening, you are changing you are expanding your energy. And when you expand your energy and you become the space, honey, they can't reach you. That's the key. So how much space can I occupy? So right now, in this moment, everybody that is online tonight, please take a deep breath in and exhale. And just for a second, close your eyes and find the edges of your body. Okay? And if there is any tension in your body, just acknowledge the tension. You don't have to do anything about it. And make it bigger. Make it stronger. Allow yourself to explode with that tension, with that energy of sadness, of anger, whatever it is. And now expand it out. It's like you are taking it out and you expand it out in all directions as much as possible. Go to the infinite choice, go to the infinite possibilities, and more and more and more. And if you want to use your body as a help, open your arms. Stretch your arms as far as possible. It's like you are giving yourself wings. Look at me. So when I do this, I actually start to move the energy. And I expand out even more, even more, even more, even more, in all directions, and connect with the earth. Connect with the energy of the earth, that pulsating, drumming energy of the earth that knows that everything is possible. The killing energy that earth is having. Can you be that? Yasna, for example. Be the energy of the earth. When the earth is tired of us, what is the earth doing? Poof! And we're gone. What if we can do the same thing with everyone? Gone. So this was my tool to you.
Thank you. Thank you. Vladica,
Yes.
Vladica, please, you know what is interesting? That I'm perceiving that manipulation from others, and and I'm not reacting. I'm aware of it, but when there is coming so tense, and when I become angry, then I start to react. Why am I waiting so long to react?
Yeah,
Not immediately.
So as I said in the call in the beginning, anger is because you know that there is a lie.
Yes.
Yes. And what you do, so what does anger do to your body, darling?
Oh, not nice things.
Do you know what it does? It's
Destroy.
It's
It's
killing.
destroying
your body.
myself.
Yes.
Yes. Yes.
So
yes.
anger is going to kill your body and destroy your body. And that's not a nice place to be. So nice body. I love you, body. Thank you, body. Thank you for telling me the truth. Thank you for showing me the truth. Thank you for inviting me to possibilities. And bam, here you go. Okay, so thank you so much, everybody. I have to go. I have another call in 5 minutes. I love you all. What would it take for you to join me and let's play in the foundation? Woo! Bye. Bye-bye.